This one was done at a feature at the library that was 5 blocks from where I was raised. It was really weird. I'm like, really? I'm going back out here to do... this is a short piece called More Than We Should Have. When I think of him, I usually think about the drinking. Actually, I never think of him as drinking, come to think of it. I just think of him as drunk. I don't always see the drinks in his hand, but his perception of the world is always altered. But someone reminded me tonight of when he would work outside in the cold Chicago winters, and he would come back from with his mustache all frozen, and there would be little icicles hanging down toward his mouth. And then I thought of when he picked me up at the airport, and he wanted a shrimp at the cocktail lounge, and he drank and ate, and I waited. And as we left, we tried to pay the expressway toll with pennies, but some of the coins fell onto the street, and we just rushed to throw more change at the machine. We paid more than we should have. I'm sure we did. Since I talked about accident stuff, this was from a show that was called Death and Rebirth, because it happened to be on the anniversary of the accident. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to do, and I had some pieces that I wrote like in the hospital, because that was your salvation. You're alone, and I'm like, give me something to write with. And this was one piece from it. It's called Everyone Else Does It. It's funny, how do you get an image in your head of how you want to lead your life? And you have these ideas, and maybe they're not like anyone else's ideas, but this is how you think. And you find out that this is how you find out that it works for you. Well, even if they're your ideas, you might get tired of thinking that way, even if everyone else is thinking something different. Well, you might force yourself to think differently then, but what do you do with all those original ideas once you force yourself to change them? Would you just throw these thoughts into the trash, into the garbage? You could do that, I know they're just your ideas, but everyone else does it. You could do it too.